It was one of the biggest jewel heists in decades. Now, a possible breakthrough in the case of the break-in at Dresden's Green Vault, one of Germany's most famous museums. Berlin police flooded the district of Neukölln in a massive early morning raid in connection with the art theft. The 3 suspects arrested in the raid are due to appear in court later on suspicion of organized robbery and arson. Last November, thieves broke into the Dresden Museum and stole jewelry estimated to be worth around $1 billion. For more of these latest developments, I'm now joined by our chief political correspondent, Melinda Crane. Melinda, what else do we know about the raid?
Well, in fact, more than 1,600 police officers took part in this massive raid from states beyond Berlin, from 6 other federal states as well. And apparently they searched at least 18 properties that ranged from apartments to cellars to car garages. Many of these were in the neighborhood that's known as Neukölln here in Berlin, and that neighborhood is known for organized criminal gangs. There is no confirmation yet that the 3 people who were arrested were in fact members of organized criminal gangs, but some German media are reporting that there are indications that will prove to be the case. And as you said, the 3 who were arrested are being charged with theft and with arson. Arson because at the time of the robbery, an electricity box that conveys electric wires was in fact cut, causing a fire. And the suspects will be arraigned later on this afternoon, and we're also expecting to hear more from authorities.
Melinda Crane, thank you for this update. And for more on the background of this story, let's bring in Scott Roxburgh from our Arts and Culture Department. Scott, that theft was spectacular. What more can you tell us about it?
Yeah, no, it was incredible. I mean, it's the biggest jewelry robbery in Germany, in the Federal Republic of Germany. It happened early in the morning, almost exactly a year ago, in November in Dresden. And what the thieves did was initially they set a fire at an electricity junction box to cut power to the area, so the streets were dark. Then they went to a first-floor window at the museum, tore off the bars that were there, smashed their way through the glass, went straight to a display case, a jewelry display case, smashed their way through there with an axe, grabbed the jewels and took off. The police were there very quickly. There was an alarm sounded. The police were there within 5 or 6 minutes, but they were already gone. And the getaway car that they used was found burnt out a short time later.
I mean, we already heard that the jewelry that was stolen was intensely precious. What else can you tell us about this jewelry, the pieces that were actually stolen?
Yeah, I mean, the whole collection in the Green Vault, this is unique within Germany, really unique in the world. It's the collection of Augustus the Strong, 18th century ruler of Saxony. It could be maybe compared to the crown jewels of London. It's this incredibly unique set of pieces. The pieces that were stolen included diamond-crusted swords, brooches, and so forth. Some put the value at €1 billion or more, but really they're priceless. I mean, this is a unique piece of German and Saxon cultural history.
Well, this is not the first heist in a German museum. Have museums become soft targets for criminals?
Yeah, I think you can really say that. I mean, just a couple of years ago, 2017, we had a similar, very spectacular robbery here in Germany in the Bode Museum, where a huge gold coin worth about €4 million was also taken in a very dramatic robbery. And these aren't Ocean's 11 complicated geniuses that are pulling these off. These are smash and grab operations. They're just rushing in, grabbing what they can, and taking and going out. And I think criminals are looking at German museums as very soft targets, incredibly valuable material in these museums that's protected by really low-end security that they find very easy to break through. But I don't really know what museums can do about it, because museums are public spaces. People need to have access to this culture. I'm not sure how you can turn public spaces into properly secure areas unless you want to turn them into bank vaults, and I don't think anybody wants that.
Will any of this jewelry appear on markets, black markets? what are the chances of getting it back?
I think almost nil. I mean, right after the robbery, art experts said these pieces are so well known internationally that it'd be impossible to sell them, even on a black market. It'd be impossible to sell them, and they assume that the criminals broke them down and then sold off the jewelry, the valuable metal. Similar to the gold coin that was stolen. They actually have found the people who did it. They're now serving jail time, but the coin itself was not recovered. Police assumed it was broken down, melted down for its gold, and sold on.
What a shame. Thank you very much, Scott Roxburgh from our Arts and Culture Department.